or jocks and we're always looking for a fight. But if you like rock and roll too, I put my head on the block for you. Hang on a quarter, hang on a quarter for rock and roll. Hang on a quarter, hang on a quarter for rock and roll. Hang on a quarter, hang on a quarter for rock and roll. Hang on a quarter, hang on a quarter for rock and roll.
Yes, we're here with a very special bike here from Morbidelli. First of all, thank you very much to SK Motors in Malaga. It's the authorized dealer for Suzuki and other brand names like Kiwi, Benelli and MBP here, for example. And today I can show you the new Morbidelli MBP T1002VX. And we have the same V-twin engine basically in this bike as in the Cruiser, which I already showed you a few weeks ago. And so we have almost 89 horsepower, almost 89 Newton meters out of a V-twin with 997 cc. And yeah, all the data on the screen, and I will show you the controls and the display now. By the way, first of all, I would like to point out that everything you see on this bike, if you see something like the protection for your hands here, which seems very sturdy, although it is plastic, but it seems very sturdy. Everything that you see here is already included in the price. I also wanted to point out, since I'm here in the front, that the windscreen is adjustable manually. You need to loosen these two levers here, and then you can lower it if you want to. We have the clutch lever, which is adjustable in 5 positions, and it is a slipper clutch. It is not hard, not soft. Well, a little bit more on the hard side to pull, but yeah, still okay. Then we have a nice switch here, the light switch for your index finger, and we can push it up for the high beam, or we can just pull it for the passing light. Here are the controls basically for the cruise control. We have resume, set, and the actual cruise control button here. We can also use these buttons plus and minus for the display to select some things. We have the info button here for the display. We have the turn signal switch here, which is a little bit finicky. I don't really like it that much. We have the horn switch here. We have a hazard light switch here. And we have the control unit here for the heated seat and for the heated grips, which all is included in the price of this bike already. On the right hand side, we have the gas throttle, we have the brake lever for the front disc brakes, we have the emergency cutoff switch here, which is also a starter switch, and we have the switch for the low beam or the daytime running light. You can switch that. If you put on the daytime running light, you have like 4 LED strips or stripes. If you put it into normal low beam, you will have these LED projector lamps turn on. Down there we have a mode switch. You can get into the riding modes with this switch. Unfortunately, first of all, you cannot get out of it anymore when you press it, and you cannot select anything. So it is kind of a weird switch, and I don't like the system that you need to use this switch and use the buttons on the left-hand side to select it. So while you're riding, it is really not ideal. In the middle we have the 7-inch color TFT display, which is very nice, very crisp and clear, looks very nice. We have the clock on the top left. Next to it we have the outside temperature. We have the riding mode next to it. Then we have the RPM counter. In the middle we have the average fuel consumption. To the right we have the gear indicator. Underneath we have the fuel level. To the left of it we have the coolant temperature. To the left we have the speedometer. Underneath we have the trip and the odometer. And with the I button on the left hand side here of the handlebar, you can switch the info here. I push it now. We have the TPMS tire pressure monitoring system, as you can see here. And we can also switch it to average fuel consumption and the range, which can be displayed here. And it shows if there are any failures or faults in the system. Everything seems to be okay. And that's about it. Underneath we have the trip and the odometer. And that's everything about the main display. You can get into the menu here if you press the resume button longer. But it is also kind of finicky and not so easy to move around. We can set the brightness of the display, the TPMS info, the language. We can adjust from kilometers per hour to miles per hour, and the Bluetooth connection. And that's apparently is everything. I don't think actually you can change the scheme of the display to some other scheme if you prefer some other looks. That's basically everything about the display. So this is the Morbidelli MBP T1002VX, and we'll take it out for a little ride. Let's go. We're on the bike here. I will show you the turn on, turn off sequence here. So this is what it looks like when you turn it on. And this way you also saw what's available in the display there. We are neutral now. We can turn it on. Okay, so we have the heated seat. 1, 2, 3, off. Okay, you can only check this when the engine is running. We have the heated grips. 1, 2, 3. So 3 different positions here for the seat and for the grips. And let's put it in first gear. The height of the windscreen is at the highest position, just in case you're wondering. And so we can check it when we're on the highway. So let's go. At higher revs, the engine sound or the exhaust sound is pretty nice. Actually, I do like it. This pretty sweet. Yeah, let's start with the seat. It's not hard, not soft. Seems to be nice for longer rides. What else do we have? We have the mirrors. Yeah, you can adjust them to your liking. I think everything is visible, although I do think they are not the best. I mean, not so wide angled and stuff, but it's okay. The display is actually the star of everything. It's very big, 7-inch, very crisp and clear, and so far I can see everything. It's pretty nice. Apparently it changes according to the outside brightness conditions. As I told you already, there's one thing I do not like, but maybe it's just a matter of that I don't know how to operate it correctly. The mode switch here, which is nice, so that we have a mode switch to switch quickly from standard to sport or something, is here. When I press it, I will get into the menu saying, okay, switch and select the mode with the left plus minus keys, which is very bad. And then you have to select it, and then I cannot get out anymore. I'm sure it's possible, but it is kind of difficult if you don't get any instructions on how to do it. So anyways, the mode switch should be possible to be used with just one finger or with your thumb, and also with one press or two press of the button to switch the modes, not using any other here. That is a hassle, and that is not good for the safety of the riding. That's definitely something they have to change. Other than that, everything works as expected. We have all the great features on this bike. Basically, we have everything that you can imagine. We also have a Bosch ABS system, which is a ABS Pro. It actually is checking and controlling everything in the corners. So it's a cornering ABS. That is pretty nice. We also have traction control, of course. Yeah, we have basically everything for your safety here on board. And that's what I wanted to tell you about this. It looks pretty heavy. It is pretty heavy, this bike. It weighs about 235 kilos. It is a little bit too heavy for my taste, to be honest, to be handled. For some people who actually like bigger adventure or trail bike. This is definitely nice. And at higher speeds, the windscreen, I mean, it's not ideal because it's too small on the sides, but in the height it is pretty nice. It actually, the wind goes above your helmet, and you get the pressure taken off of your body. That is pretty nice. Yeah, it sounds pretty nice if you give it some gas here, some throttle. I think that's the intake sound. Sounds pretty sweet. And other than that, it's just a big bike with high quality components. We have KYB suspension, front and rear. We have J1 brakes, front and rear. So all high-class components here on this bike for a price well underneath 10,000 euro, including the side cases and the top box, which is just crazy for a V-twin with almost 1 liter of displacement. That is really crazy. And also what I want to say about the connectivity here of this bike. Actually, I downloaded the app, but I don't think I can show you anything if I don't have a subscription plan. This bike apparently actually has built-in GPS, meaning you can track it from anywhere. You can actually turn it off as well if it's stolen. You can turn it off, yeah, I read that. If it's going below 20 kilometers an hour, you can turn it off. But apparently all these services and where you go and chat function with other riders and blah blah blah, it's quite a lot what you can do. But apparently you need a subscription, and the dealer at that point in time did not know how much it would cost, so I cannot really tell you anything about this, and I cannot really show you anything about this, unfortunately. Anyways, a pretty nice bike, high quality components, looks nice, everything, and I'm sure it will last quite a while for you. We have it available in 2 colors. That's everything about my test right here of the Morbidelli MBP T1002VX. Thanks very much for watching. This is Bernard Rider out. Take care. Bye bye.